Yesterday, I played 20 division matches, and I noticed something common in all my opponents. You see it. Everybody is using a four-man backline. Why is everybody afraid of a three-at-the-back formation? Wait. Maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe it's just preference, right? Okay, but check this out. I was watching a YouTube video on how to improve my defending, and the first piece of advice given was this.
Avoid using formations where there are 5 defenders or 3 defenders. These formations are not so balanced.
Oh! So, the problem is, a three-at-the-back formation isn't balanced. Well, they aren't, but there is one particular formation that gives you 7 men in defense and 6 men in attack. The 3-2-4-1 formation. I call it the formation of triangles. So in this video, we're going to uncover the best three-at-the-back setup. We'll start with the backstory, the inspiration of the formation. Then we'll go straight into how to set it up in eFootball. And lastly, we'll use highlights to break down the formation and understand its strength and weakness. So let's fucking dive in. If you watched my former video, you'll remember when I told you I switched from 4-3-3 to 3-2-4-1 while playing against Josh. Well, that was the whack version of 3-2-4-1, just about wing play and cross spamming. But the formation of triangles, the tiki-taka style of 3-2-4-1, was inspired by the king of tiki-taka himself, Pep Guardiola. Now, we all know Guardiola has used different tactics across various clubs, but the one that inspired me the most? The almighty tactics of Man City's 2022-23 treble-winning season. This is how it works. On paper, City played a 4-3-3, but in possession, the magic unfolded differently. João Cancelo inverted from left-back into midfield, forming a double pivot with Rodri. Kyle Walker dropped deeper, effectively creating a 3-man backline. The attacking midfielders pushed higher, with Kevin De Bruyne given a free role, either dropping deep to orchestrate play or moving wide to deliver killer crosses to Haaland. Gundogan acted as a second striker, making attacking runs into the box and getting second balls. Grealish and Bernardo Silva provided width, stretching defenses. And up front, Haaland, the finishing machine, cleaned up. This system was dominant, but there was a problem. João Cancelo was too attacking and expressive. Instead of tucking in to support the double pivot, he often pushed too far forward, sometimes operating as a third attacking midfielder. The result? City got exposed on the counter. Cancelo struggled to track back in transitions, and fast counterattacking teams punished them. Guardiola needed a solution. So he turned to 18-year-old Rico Lewis, promoting him into a disciplined fullback role. Lewis was instructed to stay disciplined, helping Rodri in the double pivot and dropping back to left back during transitions. Cancelo hated being benched for a kid. His frustration boiled over, and eventually he was sent on loan to Bayern Munich. But even Rico Lewis had weaknesses. While excellent in midfield and distributing through balls, he wasn't a natural left back. Against elite wingers like Salah and Saka, he often got overrun and bullied. Guardiola needed something even better. When John Stones returned from injury, Guardiola made one of football's most groundbreaking tactical shifts. Instead of using a fullback to invert into midfield, he inverted a center-back. Stones started at center-back, but pushed into midfield when City had possession. Since the distance between CB and DM wasn't too far, he could transition seamlessly between defense and midfield. Unlike Cancelo, Stones was disciplined, and unlike Rico Lewis, Stones was aggressive as a defender. And a bonus, he was comfortable in possession. Rodri remained the deep-lying anchor, spraying long balls, while Stones carried the ball forward into space. This system gave City defensive solidity and attacking fluidity. Walker and Ake played as wide center backs, shifting between fullback and center back roles when needed. With this system, City conquered Europe. Since you've gotten the core of this Guardiola setup, let's recreate it in eFootball. Please, I want to get something straight. You should know by now, eFootball is a game. It's a fucking game, not real life. so we can't exactly replicate what happens in football, but we can try since we understand the real-life setups. Let's go straight into it. Playstyle for each position. The formation is a 3-2-4-1, so let's talk about which kind of players fit each side. Defenders. In the back three, the central center back has to be a build-up playstyle like Van Dijk, Ruben Dias, or Batoni, so he doesn't progress forward during possession. The left and right center backs should have a bit of pace and be aggressive so they can defend well against pacey wingers. The best playstyle to fit this role is the defensive fullback or destroyer playstyle. Use monsters like Costa Curta, Guardiola, Upamecano, and others. Defensive midfielders. In the defensive double pivot, use a combination of an anchorman like Rodri or Tchouaméni and a destroyer or box-to-box playstyle like Kante or Vieira. Attacking midfielders. In the central attacking midfield region, we need a player who drops deep to get the ball, distributes passes, and makes runs when necessary. The playstyle that fits this criterion is a creative playmaker like De Bruyne or Sneijder. The second attacking midfielder should be a player who attacks the space created. The best playstyle for this position is a lone player or a deep-lying forward like Alvarez or Bellingham. Alternatively, you can use that particular forward you can't bench in this position. As for me, it's Messi. Wide midfielders. This section depends on you. If you're good with wingers, dribbling on the wing, cutting inside, and taking shots, use skillful, prolific wingers or roaming flank wingers. If you're good at cross-spamming and have edge crossers or good crossers, use attacking fullbacks on the wings for accurate crosses. I like being balanced, so I use a winger on the left for cutting inside and an attacking fullback on the right for dangerous crosses. Striker. You need a striker with good physicality and finishing. If you're a good cross spammer, he also needs good heading ability. I use bullet header Darwin Nunez because he has all three characteristics. Examples of strikers you should use include Drogba, Haaland, and Harry Kane. Individual instructions. Deep line. We want one of our pivots to drop deep while defending, so we put our anchorman on deep line.
I thought the anchorman was supposed to regulate the midfield while the other dropped deep.
Yeah, I know, but this is a game. I tried using Kante in the deep line, but since he's a box-to-box midfielder, he doesn't stay in position during defense, leaving gaps. Since the anchorman naturally drops between the defensive line and midfield, putting him on deep line makes him drop even deeper, making him more effective for the inverted center back role. Defensive. We all know that box-to-box midfielders and destroyers always advance forward, even if they're in the defensive midfielder position. We don't want them to advance past our double pivot. That's why we put them on defensive. Offensive. The attacking midfielder that attacks second balls and space should be set to offensive, so he pushes high when attacking. The last instruction is optional. You can place a counter target on your forward, but keep in mind that he won't defend anyways. If your opponent has a specific player who troubles you, use man marking to neutralize him. Playstyle and manager. The obvious playstyle that fits this is the possession game playstyle, quick interchangeable football with calm build-up, players constantly shifting positions, and confusing the defense. But if you're a good cross spammer, use the out-wide playstyle. You'll really enjoy this formation, because both your attacking midfielders and wide midfielders will perform 1-2 combinations on the wings, creating space for perfect whipped crosses to your striker. Any possession or out-wide playstyle manager will fit this. But the best manager for this style is De La Fuente, because he has both possession and out-wide playstyles, allowing you to switch between them during gameplay. Now, I'll show you how all this works in-game, so I'll stop talking. I know you guys hate my fucking voice, so I'll leave you, but I'll make sure to burn your ears with shit music. So, be my guest and get your ears burned, but make sure you learn a lot during this section.
failure. You are a failure. You can never make it.
So this is the full breakdown of the formation of triangles and how to defend using a three-man backline. Now go and play online matches. Get better using it, because once you master this formation, you become a beast in tiki-taka and wing play. But the only way to get better at this formation is to keep losing, because when you lose the battle, you master the war. Good, you remembered. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, check this video. It will make you a better eFootball player. What are you waiting for? Click the fucking video. And if you've watched it before, fuck off.